Welcome, everybody, to tonight's coverage of Fall 2025 ECAC Week 7 Rocket League gameplay. Tonight, we've got a fun one for you, ladies and gentlemen, and yeah, this probably is going to be a fun one. Haven't even gone through the intro, and the teams have scored. Well, while I wrap up the little intro that we usually do, this is Titans level division gameplay, so expect to see some jam-packed option. And according with our teams, we have the St. Clair Green over on the blue side and Fuel Esports on the orange side, and which Fuel Esports have not taken any sort of leeway, and they've immediately gone for the throat, it seems, in terms of scoring. So, now, as we battle it out, Arju is fighting in this goalie box in the Fuel Esports territory. Wreckers moving it up. Arju's there to intercept. Jazzy might be able to help out here, but unfortunately goes across the bar. All of a sudden, we're headed back to mid. Might not be over just yet. Jazzy is able to beat out Ches in that fly. He's moving up with it. Reekers is there. Arju still fighting for this, and it looks like St. Clair still wants control. They have good pressure so far. Maybe the kickoff goal was just a little luck. Sai nearly getting it off of the corner right there, and Arju still able to keep up that aggression. Will any of the St. Clair members follow? It doesn't seem like it. Able to battle for control here as they move on up. Sai's getting a good fly right now. Jane is moving on up. Gets re-control of the ball as Ches goes wide. Hasn't found much. Once again, we're back in the Fuel Esports corner. Jazzy looking to make it up, and Reekers is able to not get it there in time as Jazzy's able to tie up the score. One to one now as he knocks it into the corner. And we still have plenty of time left in match one, game one specifically. And here we go. Very rapidly, we have gone to the St. Clair side of things, and nearly dropping it in is Reekers. Fortunately, Sai is carrying it off. Can he beat Ches to the goal? He can, with the assist from Jazzy. Sai able to get it out of their field very rapidly, and the little bump from Jazzy is able to do it in. Very nice play from St. Clair, and now they're up. Moving on in towards the corner now. The St. Clair corner. That's a beautiful clear from Arju. Side there to knock it off of balance from Ches. Now low on boost. Needs to grab a little bit more if they want to keep the defense up. Nobody gets past the ball, and it's an open net as Arju claims another goal for St. Clair. Ches just didn't get the touch they wanted, and Arju capitalized very, very rapidly. And now, what seemed like an early start for Fuel is now a dominant lead for St. Clair. They move back into their corner as they move on up towards the midfield. Reekers is there to move a wide pass. Sai's there to receive, and the defensive play is looking good so far, but Jane is there for the interception. Arju able to knock it off, of course. Reekers attempts to fly, but Jazzy just gets there a little bit faster and nearly dropping in right there. Very close goal once again. Gets it past one. Reekers has to get it past two more, and it doesn't look like he can. Jane firing it towards the corner once again is Ches setting it up for a potential shot. Not going to be able to happen. Arju sends it up, and we're going back to midfield. We might go even further, but Ches is there to stop it. He'll be good on the save as Reekers is able to re-attack here. Sending it off, of course, is Sai, though. Ooh, a little bit of assistance from his teammate, but Jane's there to block it off. Arju with the follow-up. And my, this St. Clair squad is not playing around. 4-1 scoreline. My. We get set up with another kickoff. will rapidly move towards Fuel Esports territory. Sai looking to keep it in play after the redirect. He might just go for the goal. Ooh, but nice save from Reekers. 3 on the game so far. He's looking to pinch it and carry it a little further. That's good for the corner. Just a little too much, but he's able to re-follow it up. And he'll do it all himself. He'll clear the goal. He'll pass it to himself. And he'll nail it right in the middle. Fuel Esports with still a minute 30, looking to tie it up. Off the kickoff now. Sai heading towards the corner. The fly from Jane is blocked off by Arju. It's able to drop courtesy of Wreckers. But St. Clair is still looking to keep up this attack for as long as they can. Jazzy battling it out, carries it over towards the goalie box. Ches able to just barely clear it, looking to re-attack in midfield, but doesn't have any boost. His teammates are following it up. Arju looking for the clear with the help of his teammate of Sai. And we're down to the final 60 of game 1. Off the midfield, and it's a demo from Jazzy. Sort of denied some of that possession, but it doesn't really matter. Reekers is looking to go up with it, but from behind is Jazzy, who sends it, of course. And if Ches isn't making it back in time, Arju capitalizes. And with 40 to go, St. Clair increased the deficit as they bring it up to 5-2. Another kickoff, sends it up into the air. Reekers with a nice redirect. Sai does get bombed. It crosses the middle, but nothing to finish it off. Arju now fighting with the last 30, crossing midfield with no boost. And Jane looking to set up once again, sends Jazzy a little bit off course, but is able to recover. Reekers looking to drop the ball. Ches going for the drop. Jane looking to re-attack and can't get there in time as Arju sends it over to the corner. Jazzy looking to fight for it as well, and with the final 10 to go, this should be secured for St. Clair. Off towards the midfield once again. Jane might follow it up with a last-minute goal, and they will. 5-3 scoreline. As that'll do it for game 1. Very nice showing from St. Clair to take the first game advantage. Beautiful stuff indeed. Very, very beautiful stuff. Hat trick from Arju. 2 goals following it up for Jazzy. Plenty of shots on goal. And Fuel Esports, while they may not have had the most success on the attack, they had beautiful defense. 6 saves, rather, across the board for all 3 of them. Good shots on goal, but just need to realign with their offense. And they might be able to find some success in this matchup. As we finalize on the last few selections, as we get ready for game number 2. Players are preparing for the next match. I do like what I saw from both of our players here. They're going for very aggressive play style from both sides. The flies have been pretty stellar, I will say. Able to fight for the ball hard and quickly, which is what everybody loves to see. Now as we get set for game number 2, here comes another kickoff between Jazzy and Reekers. Looks like St. Clair might be able to win it out. Thankfully, they are able to re-attack since Chisel's there. Crossing the midfield now as Reekers looking to make a fly happen out of it off the top of the roof. And Arju is actually going to be the one to deflect that off. With defensive plays, Asai is looking to carry it. It's thrown a little bit off course. Reekers is able to get under it. Can it be followed up? He's got Arju to beat. Ches is knocked off a little off course, though. The fuel hit from Jazzy. Reekers is able to follow it up in time. Good early save. Sai, though, immediately re-attacking, and beautiful defense from Ches. Fighting off in this corner. Once again, it soars into the air and heads back to midfield. Sai is able to redirect it. Can he follow up? Reekers is there! Beautiful save! The aggression from St. Clair isn't over just yet, though. Ches might put a stop to it as Sai redirects with the save. Jane looking to drop it into the middle, and Arju sends it right back up into the air. Reekers able to get control, but Sai sends it off course. Ches still looking to fight from this, but Sai's able to get the pass. As he moves towards the goalie box, it crosses the center. Nothing just yet. Ches following it up, and Reekers is there to redirect, and so is Arju. Off of the corner is Sai, as well as Jane. Fuel Esports looking to re-attack here. They got close. But if they're able to collapse a little better on their offense, they should be able to take this. As Jane's able to redirect it once again. Sai, though, is getting a dangerous fly. Reekers is there to send it off course, and it's a powerful hit from Jazzy. And the deflection is there from Ches. Arju looking to re-attack off of the front bumper, and nothing just yet. Reekers. Ooh, good clear as it soars towards the St. Clair corner. Jazzy is able to redirect, and back to midfield we go. Arju getting a demo onto Jane, so that's going to weaken the defense just a little bit now. As Reekers sends it back to the middle, Jazzy is there with the fly. Now Jane needs to fight with this with little to no boost. Ches looking to assist his teammate, but St. Clair still keeping up some aggression in the form of a demo. Now the fly from Jazzy with not much boost isn't going to be too successful, so Sai will look to carry it on now. This is there to challenge the ball. Jane can't get it past. And now Jazzy's looking to follow it up off of the ceiling, gets the double touch, the front wheels on it, and it hits the crossbar. Arju looking to re-deflect as it drops down. Ches is able to clear, and Jazzy sends it towards a friendly corner. Still battling for it out right now. Reekers is able to put it on in. And Fuel Esports will take the first goal of the match. After 3 minutes of play, we finally have a goal. We reset for the next kickoff. Very early demo as Jazzy follows up with it. He couldn't carry it all of himself. It's a little too high, though. As well as Ches being there for the save. Sai following it up. Unfortunately, he's dead in the air as the ball travels towards St. Clair territory once again. Still fighting for it is both Jane and Ches. However, it's quickly redeveloped by Sai, who can't get it done off the crossbar again. Who would have thought that the best defender is apparently an inanimate stationary? Happens to make sense. Reekers looks to attack. Arju gets a nice steal. We're battling it in the corner once again. Crosses the midfield, and Ches is there to fire it off back to St. Clair territory. Reekers trying to get under it as much as possible, but doesn't have any boost. So Jazzy's just going to take it away very swiftly. Jazz recentering it over to Arju, who can't get as much power as he wants. Jazzy's looking to re-attack. We draw down to the last minute of game number 2. It fires over towards St. Clair territory off of the wall. It sends up into the air again. As it drops, it's going to be a self-goal! Jazzy looking to redirect it off of the crossbar, but ends up assisting Ches. And now Fuel Esports, with only 45 to go, have a pretty nice lead going. Ooh, very nice touches in midfield after the kickoff. Jazzy, though, is going to be the one to take this off of the top. Can he drop it in? Wow! He'll do it all himself. Beautiful solo goal off of the kickoff. Gorgeous fly, gorgeous ceiling touch, and it ends up paying off. Now, with a 1-goal deficit and only 37 to go, can St. Clair push this to an overtime? Jazzy will get past. He'll be able to fight for it in the corner. Arju sends it up into the air, and Ches trying to defend. Sai with a very powerful hit is able to put it in the top corner. And just like that, St. Clair have tied it with still 29 left on the clock. They very well could steal it. As we move into the next kickoff. Fires it off. Sai's able to win it out. Can they get back in time? Yes, they can. They'll head towards the corner as Ches looking to deflect it for his teammate once again. Arju is able to get a solid touch, but not solid enough. Sai will be looked to re-attack as they follow it up off of Wreckers. Sends back towards midfield. 10 seconds left. Firing it off. Arju's able to save. Ches with no boost can't get there in time, so it's off the wall. It's a pinch towards midfield as the ball finally drops. And ladies and gentlemen, for the first time tonight, we have overtime. Off in midfield now, Reekers is able to fire it towards the corner, redirected by Jazzy though. He's had good flies tonight. Unfortunately, Jazz is looking, or Jane rather, excuse me, is looking to redirect. Jazzy following it up, but it's bumped out of the way. Now, Fuel Esports should be able to claim this offense. Most quickly redirected courtesy of Sai. As Jazzy moves up off the ceiling, he's done it before. Can he do it again? No, he can't. Not enough boost in the tank. As Reekers is able to redirect. Firing it off towards midfield once again. It crosses the goalie box and Sai with the redirect. Arju looking to get the fly in. He gets it past Chase! And St. Clair steal game 2. 3-2 fashion in overtime. Off the ceiling, off the bump. And St. Clair Green are able to push the scoreboard to an early 2-0. Putting them very rapidly on a potential series point. What seemed like a glimpse of hope from Fuel Esports swiftly swept under the rug, courtesy of St. Clair Green. A goal split between all of them. 2 saves, lots of aggression. You can see that in the shots on goal. 12 between all 3 of them. And my, St. Clair just had the match in their hands. As we move on to what could potentially be the final game tonight. Game number 3. It could be decided here. It's up to Fuel Esports to see if they can keep it alive. That's a nice pinch off the ground. Hits the crossbar, though. Decent shot on goal from Ches, but Arju looking to do the same. Powerful hit comes in. Unfortunately, the defenders get to there first. Reekers looking to play for some defense, but it's sent back towards the Fuel Esports corner. Arju keeping the defense in check. As now Jazzy's looking to make the fly. It's deflected off of Jane, however. Arju looking for the goal. Ches is able to get it up in time. Now the re-attack. Wreckers firing towards the St. Clair corner. Arju's able to get to there first. And Sai is going to take advantage of the clear. Jazzy following it up. Not enough boost. And does get bumped out of the way. Fuel Esports able to stay alive in this possession. Reekers still fighting for it in the corner, along with Ches is redirected into the other corner. As now we battle in the goalie's box. Jane gets the clear, and now Fuel Esports looking to reset. But they won't have a lot of time as Arjus fires it through the air. Reekers is able to reset, and once again we're battling in the goalie's box. Off the side of the wall, has Sai to beat, crosses the center, and Arju's able to redirect. In midfield now, beautiful pass to Jazzy. Unfortunately, it's off course. Soaring through the air once again, it's Sai. These ceiling touches have been lethal! And he proved it right there. St. Clair to take the first goal. They've made quite the statement thus far tonight, and they're looking to close it out as quickly as possible. They want to get out of here. They still have dinner on the stove. Firing it off in the corner. Ches is able to get it past. Drops it down for a teammate. Beautiful corner touch. As the drop from Ches, Jazz is able to capitalize. And Fuel Esports don't want out of here just yet. It gets past Sai and the game's all tied up. As we redirect off of the kickoff, Ches doesn't have the boost, so can't make the fly. It's a corner up in the air. Jane is able to close it off. Arju firing it back towards Fuel territory. And the drop might be there, but so is Jane. Rika is able to redirect it past. That could be beautiful. Unfortunately, Arju is there. Firing it once again, though. Ches is able to send it up into the air. Jazzy and Sai looking to make it happen. Reekers with a shot from midfield. Arju is there with the save. Fuel still looking to keep this aggression alive as Sai fires it up into the air. Can he get it past? With the assistance from his teammate of Arju. Jane, though, quickly redirecting as it's off of the crossbar once again. Reekers looking to follow it. Gets control once again. Gets it past Arju, but doesn't have the boost to follow it up. Most he'll do is be able to carry it into the corner. His teammate of Jane is there, but it's redirected into the air. Sai attempts to fight for it. Ches looking to do the same. Now we battle into the corner once again. Throwing Arju off of course. It still ends up in Fuel territory. Jane is able to fire it up into the air. Sai can't get to him. Could be a pass to Reekers, but Arju with the interception. Still battling it off, though. We do have a fight in the goalie's box once again. And Jazzy's able to get a pinch to save it off. Redirected by Reekers. Redirected by Jazzy as it soars through the air. Arju tries to get his hood on it, but can't do so in time. Fighting in midfield once again. It goes back towards St. Clair territory. Off of the corner. A teammate could get there, potentially, but it's redirected by Jazzy. Sai carries it off into the corner, and that could be a pass, but Ches is there. Recentering the defense. Can he get it past Sai? He cannot, and now the goalie is open! Can't get it past, though. Ches tried to deflect it off. Arju looking to drop it in the corner, and he can't get to it in time. Sai, though, with the re-attack. Jane is there for the save. Beautiful defense from Fuel Esports, but can they keep it up? As this aggression from St. Clair has just proved too much. Reekers, though, is able to save it once again. It's a re-attack from Sai. Drops it, and Jane is there. Staying alive in the last minute of Game 3. Fuel Esports still clinging on to the last bits of hope. It's fired back towards midfield as Ches carries it through, follows it to his teammate. Is anybody in midfield? No! They're now in pieces. Jazzy's able to get the demo and the redirect. Can he get it past? It looks like he can, but Reckers is there with a deflect. Final 30 to go as Ches attempts to carry it off. Jane firing towards his teammate. Off the corner, Arju still looking to make this happen. As we get to the remaining seconds of Game 3, 10 to go. Ches firing it towards. It's a fight in the goalie's box once again. Off the wall, Jane is able to put it off the corner. It soars through the air. This could be dangerous for Fuel, but it ends up dropping. And we head back into overtime. Jazzy's carrying it very quickly. We've wound up in Fuel territory, and very, very risky save. Is able to go through, though. Fuel Esports hang on as Jazzy soars through the air once again. Reekers is able to get there first, and Sai, a little bit of a flashy play, doesn't end up working out too much for him. Sends it back towards the loving arms, or wheels, of a teammate rather, as Arju attempts to go for it, but it crosses the center. As Sai, with the assistance from Jazzy, is able to clear it off. Ches, good defense. He's able to deny the fly, but Sai very quickly re-attacking off the wall. Could get the assistance from a teammate, and Ches is there. Jazzy with a bicycle kick to keep it in play for St. Clair. They're still fighting for this heavily. Arju holding possession. Ches is there for the deflection, and Sai doesn't get the touch, and Jane's able to get by, especially with the boost. Off the top corner, Arju is there to get the touch. Jazzy looking to get by, and they will! They get past the defenders! And Sai from midfield gets it done! Slips it past Reekers, and Fuel Esports can't get back in time. St. Clair will be your winners in a flawless series. incredible play from St. Clair that we have just witnessed. An absolute showcase of Titans division. My goodness. The flies were on point, the aggression was there, and St. Clair Green just wanted it more. My, what a beautiful game. Great effort from Fuel Esports. Huge win for our final week of Rocket League from St. Clair Green. And with that, that'll do it for Rocket League tonight. However, at 9 o'clock, we will be back on the same broadcast, and we will return with Overwatch. So, the broadcast will go down shortly after these final closing remarks, but we will come back here at 9 p.m. Eastern for those still listening out there, and we will have some Overwatch gameplay featured for you. That will also be Titans Division, so definitely a showing to watch. That'll do it for me right now. I've been your production team. I've been your caster. Always a pleasure. And we'll see you all in just a few minutes when we return with Rocket League. Have a great night, everybody.